a location where I am able to see many seniors also joining this time. And so we have been doing this sort of exercises for the past couple of months, in fact. And we have done many of the things into the YouTube channel we have put already. We have covered so far on the tool. We have covered on 3 streams, one on tool based, another is on technology based, and the third one is on the subject. The tool based being advanced Excel, PowerPoint, and Word we have done. And then on the technology based, we have done cloud computing level 1 and blockchain technology level 1 and business intelligence dashboard also. What is the basics we have done. Some senior member has offered to do a session on ClickSense also on the BI dashboard. And on the subject, we had one session on Companies Act, the latest amendment, the latest status by Mr. Vigneshwaran, who is participant today. And we have done on supply chain management, the level 1 I have done. So we'll have to go forward. Last session on 12th September, we had on ERP, general basics of ERP we did. Then we were thinking that we will be able to take it forward on SAP. So the idea is maybe we can have 2 sessions or 3 sessions depending upon participants' interest and the inputs they need to get. And we can do the organization today, and later on we can do some of the navigation. We may not be able to get to all the navigation, and in case if members are interested to have some navigation, we can do. To that extent, I have in fact bought server access, because SAP without showing the actual server access, it will be like teaching you as swimming in a classroom. Okay, initially we can do that, but then I think we'll have to at least show the swimming pool. You are getting into the swimming pool will depend on your interest. At least how to swim, we will have to show in a swimming pool. So that's why I just got the access. And we have, yes, Praveen Jha.
Hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
He is Mr. Praveen Jha, and he will be the star of the show today and the next session. Mr. Praveen Jha, I know him for the past 13 years. I think to me, he is an authority on FICO of SAP. And we are very happy that I was the SAP champion, or whatever you call, sponsor in Durgapur Steel Plant. Later on, I was the sponsor in Rourkela Steel Plant. Even today, he will be explaining it a little later. Even today, Rourkela Steel Plant is one, because we did it after Durgapur. Whatever mistakes we did it in Durgapur, we corrected. And Mr. Jha joined in Durgapur very late from HP. So whereas in RSP, he was right from beginning, he was with us. So Rourkela Steel Plant is the one steel plant, at least I can proudly say, being a person from SAIL and then who implemented. The cost sheets are taken from SAP. The CO module has been completely beautifully implemented in Rourkela Steel Plant. And the whole credit goes to the team lead, Mr. Praveen Jha. And Mr. Praveen Jha is really a very quite a busy person. But then I had explained that our members need an input on these things. So he has agreed to be with us this week and next week. And I will again request him, in case if the session needs more number of maybe 1 or 2 more weeks, I will request him to join. The idea is he will be talking about the organization structure. I will also show as usual on the mind mapping, then he will take over. Then we will get into the navigation of SAP, whatever you call, some other modules, more basically on FICO modules we will do. So this is the thing in which we will be doing. And today's session, I would like to thank 2 organizations. One is Expro Innovative Solutions, it is there. Another is Sangam ERP Solutions Private Limited. I want to thank both these organizations. And because of them only, we are able to get some of the access and other things. And you must be knowing Expo is always with me right from the day one. So this is before I get into what I wanted to discuss with you. So I request that I may be permitted to listen to many of you. So before we start the session, what is expected out of these 2-3 sessions? And so that myself and Mr. Jha can, in case if not today, the next session we will be able to plan ourselves well. Yes, sir. Mr. Praveen, we have very senior people, and in fact, we have Mr. B.R. Prabhakar, who is who was the chairman of our SIRC, Southern India Regional Council of our institute. He is a very, very learned man. There are two people who look to be very simple, okay, but they are stalwarts. The third one has come on the video, Mr. Kumar Rajan, who was a banker. He was from. Yeah, I think he will come. Sir, Praveen, can I continue? Mr. Kumar Rajan was a banker, and he has recently acquired doctorate, and he's one of the stalwart. And we have Mr. P. Trivengadam, who is from Bangalore, who was with Deloitte, contributing a lot to the organization and to our institute also. And others, there are many people, and we have got a past president who has just joined, Mr. Mahadevan Gopalakrishnan, who has been my guide in many places when I was in the institute, and even today I take a lot of guidance from him. Sir, welcome, sir. Gopalakrishnan, sir, welcome. And we have other members of the institute. Sir, we would like to listen from you, sir, before we proceed, please. Sir, anyone? Trivengadam, sir. I have given you a viewpoint, and then we again welcome Mr. Gopalakrishnan.
So thank you for inviting me. See, I've had the opportunity in my career to have worked with a number of system installations, and also in terms of improving the processes and systems of a number of organizations. All my life, I was a consultant. So SAP was one of the key things, and Deloitte had a very large SAP team. And there we used certain types of approaches, and there have been a lot of learnings out of that. So I have always been curious, and subsequently my career took a diversion and went into strategy and other things, cost management and so on. But I was always curious to see the impact. I have seen the impact of how the organizations benefited from it. But I would like to understand from this the challenges that are faced in implementation and the value that the organizations deliver and derive out of this. I know Mr. Srinivas Prasad for many years, and I know that he is a person who will focus and would be able to deliver something of this nature to the requirements of the audience. So I'm slightly a little bit of a bystander as far as this is concerned. So I would like to say that I would be very happy to receive any kind of input from the learned, eminent professionals who are there in this. Thank you, Mr. Srinivas, for that.
Yeah, sir. Sir, for you, something can be very elementary, sir. The idea is because we have got a heterogeneous group of members who are attending these kind of workshops. So there was a lot of request from many people that we need a program on SAP, what SAP can do, what is the organization of SAP. When we go for audit, what kind of a navigation we will have to do, what we shall go and see in an organization. So we thought first, rather than on the implementation side, we thought we will concentrate on the end user side and as an auditor also, or as a consultant when we go to a place where you wanted to see how the reports you wanted to see and also. So this point also we will certainly discuss, sir. Certainly, I have taken your input, sir. Definitely.
Thank you,
sir. Prabhakar, sir.
Sir, actually, good morning to everybody.
Yes, sir.
You have taken.
Sir, your voice is again gone off, sir.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we are able to hear you to some extent.
Sir, actually, as I was discussing with you, as a auditor, as a user, how exactly to extract some required information from SAP systems, especially some of us who have not been fortunate enough perhaps to work with these systems at the input stage itself. Maybe it will be a very big advantage for us if we can really know that as to how exactly certain informations are to be extracted and how to get the required information from the SAP system. So that is our, as a user, basically. So that is why my request, and that's what I was telling, some sort of a hands-on session sort of a thing, or a practical approach to get those details. Not exclusively from the audit angle only. See, ultimately, audit is only one of the functions. But the major requirement is that of using the cost data, usage of the cost data. So for that, how exactly to make? Audit is only secondary. But basically, how to make use of some the available cost data for finally contributing towards the better management of cost, like maybe it's whether it's capacity utilization, whether it is the wastages that is getting recorded, or some sort of the total time analysis, the available time and the utilized time, this sort of thing. So
Okay.
this will be of more use. From the management point perspective, also we should be able to comment on these things. Instead of simply, it's not only mere total of cost is so much, or the distribution of overheads, etc. Because majorly in any industry, perhaps if we are able to tackle material, labor, and capacity costs, I think we are done with it. At least 80% of the things will get covered. 80% of the total costs will get covered in this. And maybe another 15-20% only will be towards overheads. And there is no point in breaking our head much on that, because somewhere here or there, whether it is AOH or POH, it doesn't make much of a sense. So these, at least these 3-4 buckets, if you are
Okay,
able
sir.
to get it, that's
We will
my
take
request, sir. That's my request, sir.
Jaji,
Yes, sir.
Jaji, I think you heard Mr. Prabhakar and Mr. Trivengadam's requirement.
Yeah.
I have also noted down. As we proceed, we should be able to cover this. Okay.
Yes. Sure.
Kumarajan, sir.
And especially when we will log in into the system when we.
Yeah, at that time we will be able to show. I agree. Kumarajan, sir. Sir, Mike. Sir, Mike.
Yeah. Sir, good morning to all. You
Yeah,
are all
very
aware
clear.
the banks had gone to digitalization for the past 2 decades. And this particular SAP, which is specifically for industries and other things, had been not very much taken into the bank side. They were having their own software system. So financially, what we have done, I may not be knowing much about SAP, because whatever we have done is our own bank softwares relating to the financial things and customer related things. So I'll be happy to know little more about this, so that this can be useful whenever I guide or whenever I do something on this. So I'll be happy to have something from the fundamental to little advanced level, as our Prabhakar sir said, and ultimately we should make use of the things what we learn. So to that level, you can bring it from the basic to the little higher levels.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Nice of you, sir.
Thank you. Gopalakrishnan, sir, if you are able to join, please. Gopalakrishnan, sir. Okay, anyone else, please? Like Vishweshwar and Tyagarajan. See, we should also understand what do we need from, say, 2-3 sessions. So accordingly, in case we have not prepared, we will prepare ourselves and then be with you. Anyone wants to say anything, please? The floor is open.
Tyagarajan, cost accountant.
Yes, Tyagarajan, please go ahead.
Totally new to this area. I am waiting to listen, sir. Something learned.
Okay, thank you. Kumarajan, Tyagarajan is the, amongst all of us, Tyagarajan is the closest practicing CMA to you. He is in Perambalur. Okay, thank you. Anyone else, please? Vigneshan, you have anything to say?
Good morning, sir. Vijayanand here, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks for this great initiative, sir. Actually, I'm totally new to this area. I would like to listen and learn from this session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone else?
Sir, good morning, sir. This is Krishna Kishore. When working in Coromandel as a senior general manager finance.
Oh, great.
I was a core member for SAP ML S4 HANA. So we had some problems related to the purchase add-on cost. There are some certain costs which we incur after receipt of the materials like storage and other transportation in the ports. So for that, how to include those costs for the respect to raw materials was a challenge. So which if it is possible, then we can.
Okay, so you just flag this question. Maybe in the subsequent session, we should be able to address some of these questions. Okay, thank you. You are in Coromandel. Where did you say, Mr. Krishna Kishore?
I mean, basically located at Kakinada, sir. I have been here since 5 years.
Okay. Okay.
So
Thank
here
you.
I work in Pfizer.
Okay. If possible, you can send your mobile number also to me in my mail ID or WhatsApp, wherever you got the invitation. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Sir, can we proceed?
Just my one submission is that every one person can give the mobile number in the chat box so that everyone will be able to take that one.
I will be able to give you the mail IDs because some people may not be interested in giving mobile number. So in case they want, they can give so that we can reach them by mobile also, give answer. Otherwise, your mail ID. Okay. Thank you. Sir, can I proceed? Can I take it that I don't have any more opening remarks by anyone? Okay.